Hey, good morning, everybody. This is David. Um, I guess I kind of want to go off what the last video was, the one that titled Ideas. Um, this is branching out. I guess not directly, but thoughts keep growing, they keep moving, and you just gotta get them down. So, I guess today what I want to talk about is, in the last video I mentioned how I'm seeing things being endless. This constant, infrastructure that is the world, is the universe, is everything, and it's kind of how I'm seeing things now. And I'll tell you maybe the reason why or how this is coming about. I think it's once. Let's take for example, watching movies. One example would be Grizzly Man. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that. Some of you probably have. It's about basically this guy who goes out and he lives with the grizzly bears, and he's an activist for them. He, he goes out there. He claims to be their protector. He loves them, he takes care of them, he feels like he understands them, he feels like they understand him. And, I was watching it with my roommates, and, you're either gonna get, like, two sides of the story generally. It's, he's, either you're gonna think he was a wonderful man, a little misguided, and he was just trying to protect the things he loves. On the other side, you're going to have people saying things like, he's an idiot, like, what the hell are you doing, man? You're out there living with grizzly bears, and, he got eaten by them. That's one thing you should know if you haven't seen it. It's not really much of a spoiler. Like, if you talk about this movie to anyone, that's kind of the point. He got eaten by the grizzly bears that he loves so much. And people are gonna say, you were a moron. Why were you out there with the grizzly bears? He deserved it. Whatever. I guess how this is an example for what I'm trying to say is, it's not so black and white as that. There's a lot of everything that this guy says. Everything that he wants to talk about, everything that he wants to say to the camera, all these reasons he's doing this, all these, the whole reason he's protecting these things, there's so many variables. This man is a complex individual just like you and me. Up here, he's hardwired in his mind from every experience he's ever had in life, every thing he's ever done. There's reasons behind everything, there's ideas, and there's reasons within the reasons that build up more things, and there's so many variables to a human being and just the human mind that affect every decision and everything you say, that it can't be just as black and white as your actions and your words. They come from different things. They come from different places. Like when someone says, "You see where I'm coming from?" Hey man, I'll try, but it's tough because I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know what you felt. Me and you could go to the restaurant and order the exact same thing. And he tells me why he loves it and says, "You see where I'm coming from? Why I like this?" I mean, it's good, whatever. New York Strip. Maybe he had a spot in his past that made him love a T-bone steak or New York Strip, whatever. Completely different than mine, I like my steak medium rare because it's tender. He likes his steak medium rare because it's how his mom made it for him. That's a dumb example, but there's variables and there's reasons behind everything we're doing, and when you see that, you see how many possibilities there are out there just because of one human brain. How many? There's so many. Different ways you'll take things in, different ways you'll filter them back out. There's so many. There's endless. And then that's just the human mind on its own. Then you have to take in every single variable, action, and influence that there is in the entire world, and all those combinations. And even if all those combinations of actions happen the exact same way to, like, say, twins, and they were inseparable for the first 10 years of their life, one of them was going to be standing in a different spot while they were watching fireworks one day, and they're going to have a different perspective, they're going to have a different mode, they're going to have a different reason why they loved or hated or experienced anything that they did. And that's important to understand, because then you realize that human beings are subject to change, and that human beings are capable of more. You are capable of more than you will ever know. And you gotta go out and you gotta find out. You gotta experience that, and you gotta be open to whatever's going on. You know, go with the flow, I guess. Be the news, because you're something special.